Welcome YouTube. Thanks for visiting the new Bigfoot Explorer channel. What is Bigfoot Explorer? Well, it's a long story and I'm going to try to make that short. This is going to be an intro video to the channel itself, what it's about, and what type of content we're going to show here. And to do that, I've got to tell you a short story. Bigfoot Explorer was conceived out of the mind of two like-minded folks with an appetite for Sasquatch. About 5 months ago, a good friend called me and said, "Scott, you've got to listen to this podcast. There's a man who's had an encounter with Bigfoot and you got to listen to it." And I said, okay. So I found some time and I listened. And it was nothing short of frightening and moving. I take stock in good folks. I don't know what's happening to the United States, but there seems to be an extreme shortage of common sense good folks. Well, I'm here to tell you, this guy is a good guy, an honest guy. And after hearing that encounter, I believed him and I was moved enough to contact him. Make a long story short, his name's Kerry Arnold and he runs Bigfoot Odyssey channel. We've had many discussions. We've gotten into this and it's getting deep and I enjoy it. So Bigfoot Explorer was conceived with the collaboration from Bigfoot Odyssey. Bigfoot Odyssey is the awareness and exposure front for Sasquatch, especially here in the South. Before I heard that podcast of his encounter, if I heard anything about Bigfoot, it was a show on Animal Planet or Discovery Channel, and you know, I had heard that there were sightings in Ohio and out west, but I had no idea. One of the main aspects that drew me into contacting Kerry was the fact that his encounter is only 13 miles away from a place where I hunt wild turkeys, and 13 miles away from that place, I mean, I was in those woods constantly in that area, had no idea that there could be a possibility that these creatures could be inhabiting those areas. So that just made it extremely intriguing and also obsessive. I had to know more. So again, Bigfoot Odyssey is the awareness and exposure side. They do a great job over at their channel. They go out and find like-minded folks who've had encounters. You know, they go visit them. They lay down the actual interview itself. They visit the actual site where it happened. They put it in a very good format. So what we decided to do is, hey, we have access to his encounter site, which we have dubbed Terrible Creek in South Mississippi. So what we've done is Bigfoot Explorer is going to be the research and exploration side, and Odyssey will be the awareness and exposure side. With that said, just a little bit about me. 45 years old. I graduated from LSU in forestry management back in 1999. I cross-platformed over into a lot of mapping work, and I still do that. That's my day occupation today. I'm a GIS specialist. But have some good roots, anchored about 25 years of hunting experience, hunting wild turkey, hunting ducks, all that good stuff. Love being outdoors. The transition over to hunting for Bigfoot is just something I'm really looking forward to. And I'm glad that I've crossed paths with Kerry Arnold to get involved with this. What's the end game for Bigfoot Explorer channel? Well, like many, wouldn't we love to have a clear image or video of a creature, you know, say the chest or shoulder up to the head, that's not blurry, it's not blobby, it's not 100 yards away, zoomed in, pixelated. I mean, we're all after that same thing, or at least we should be. It's a great time right now as I'm learning. I mean, researchers are popping up all over. And it's not about ego, and it shouldn't be about ego or who's got the best channel. It should be about collaboration. We should all be joining forces. More cameras and eyes in the woods looking for these creatures is a good thing. If they're there, let's capture it. So part of Explorer, though, too, is going to be having some common sense, educating yourself before you go out there. And that's a big aspect of what Bigfoot Odyssey and Explorer want to convey to you guys. We're grounded in actuality. We're not going to go in the woods and see an X structure and say, oh, look, Bigfoot made an X. No, I don't know that. I don't know that he did. Is it odd? Yes. Would I show it? Yes. But I'm not going to say that Bigfoot made it. Anything that we cannot rationalize as being somewhat natural, something odd, out of place. These structures are completely odd, perfect for theory. But there's some things that, you know, we just won't go down. We deal in actuality. So a little bit about the channel content, real quick. And yes, I do have notes. I promise you I'm going to get better at this. Just hang in there with me. The channel content for Bigfoot Explorer is going to be divided into two. It's primarily going to be boots on the ground at the Terrible Creek encounter site. Researching, scouting for the tracks, scouting for any type of sign. We're going to be doing audio recording there at night, analyzing it. A lot of what you see going on other channels, we're going to do. But the second part is going to be the behind the scenes. Okay, what do we bring? Okay, first we bring what's new. We're going to bring mapping into the fold. We're going to bring drones into the fold. We are going to talk about the types of cameras that we use, how to maximize knowing that camera inside and out, so that when you're out, your valuable time, you're out researching, know how to use that thing. If you do happen to catch one and lightning strikes, don't get a blob, don't make it blurry, learn those things before you go. Maximize every bit of advantage that you can. So those are the things that we're going to do. And logistically, it takes a lot of work and time to plan, coordinate, and get out to an actual field location. Which leads me into, we are very lucky to have permission from the landowner to go to Kerry's encounter site, and we're going to be spending a lot of time there. So that's going to be the channel content. We hope that you guys, use YouTube for what it was meant for. Interact with us. Leave us some comments, good questions, constructive criticism. That's fine. Don't get nuts with it. But we definitely want the involvement of the YouTube community on the channel, what you'd like to see. Ask us questions. News, information, and wrap up. News is, hopefully, I will be out of the living room and into my office, where I'm making somewhat of a studio. I wouldn't call it a studio, but it's going to be a little bit better than setting up in my living room. So that's production quality, get a little bit better. The other bit of news is Bigfoot Explorer episode 2 is shot and it's in the can and it's ready to go up on YouTube. One, we wanted to get this intro video out, let you guys know what the channel's going to be about, what kind of content's going to be here, the collaboration with Bigfoot Odyssey. The other part is we're waiting for Bigfoot Odyssey's show number 5, which is Kerry Arnold's encounter show. It's going to be a big show. It's a big deal. We're actually going to that. We went to that area and shot it, and he just needs to edit that, and hopefully that's going to come out in, around, or right after Thanksgiving. So being able to go to Bigfoot Odyssey, go subscribe there too. Watch Kerry Arnold's encounter show. It's show number 5. And then come back to Bigfoot Explorer and watch episode number 2. You'll get a much better understanding. You'll be involved. You'll be invested in wanting to see this area, because we're going to be there a good bit. You can't not leave this place unturned after hearing his encounter and learning about it. Once you see that show, you're going to want to come back to Bigfoot Explorer and go look at this place. Show number 2 for Bigfoot Explorer is not going to be a lot of active research. It's going to be us. It's the first time that we're really there to look around. What is the lay of the land like? What is the elevation? We're going to bring the drone there. We're going to scout out places. We're going to get to know the landowners. Is the landowner to the west? Are they hunting? Well, we might concentrate our efforts over to the east, you know, during the November and December hunting seasons. All of these things that go into this, that's what episode 2 really is about. Just getting our feet wet there at Terrible Creek encounter site. Learning where we can and can't go. I think it's entertaining. You'll get a good look at the area where Kerry Arnold's encounter happened, and you're going to get much more intimate with it as we go out and get further into researching. Kerry and I just talked not too long ago, a few nights ago, on he's got several places in the thick woods that I need to concentrate my research on. It's a place that I haven't been in the woods. We've stuck to the main trails, the logging roads. Okay, so you guys will come along for that journey. You can get invested with us. You can see what we find out, both day and night excursions. So that's going to be pretty cool. The other bit of news is we're always looking to collaborate and network with like-minded Sasquatch Bigfoot groups. We have one. I'm not sure if they want their names mentioned yet, but they're a good crew. And they have a real hot lead on a private land encounter area for us to go start researching, and it's pretty close to home. So we'll be including new research locations as well, hopefully, and bringing you guys on those adventures as well, meeting new people. It's primarily going to be here in the South Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama areas. That's basically it. Also got to say this, hey, if you guys have had an encounter, if you or someone you know who has had an encounter and would like to be featured on a show, or just to talk about the subject, to get it off your chest, visit us at bigfootodyssey.us or bigfootexplorer.com. That's with an X, not an E. bigfootexplorer.com. We have surveys there that you can fill out. They're short. Promise we'll be discreet and respectful to anything you submit to us, and we can chat once from there. That's it. Thanks for joining us on this first intro video to Bigfoot Explorer. Please remember to like and subscribe, leave a few comments, and check out more information in the description. Thanks.